Germany's invasion of Greece in 1941 remains one of the most strategically complex and geopolitically influential operations of World War II. Known as Operation Marita, this military campaign reshaped the balance of power in the Balkans and significantly affected the timeline of Hitler's grand strategy. Greece had already been at war since October 1940, when Mussolini's Italy launched an invasion from Albania. Expecting an easy victory, Mussolini claimed that Italy could conquer Greece within days. Instead, the Greek army mounted a remarkable defense, pushing Italian forces back into Albania and humiliating the Italian regime. Hitler viewed this failure as a dangerous complication. Italian weakness threatened Axis prestige and created the possibility of British intervention on the European mainland. This outcome was unacceptable to Hitler, who feared that British air bases in Greece could later endanger German operations against Romania's oil fields, a vital resource for the Nazi war machine. By early 1941, the strategic importance of Greece had intensified. Britain sent an expeditionary force to support the Greeks, hoping to create a Balkan alliance against Germany. British troops landed in Crete and mainland Greece, and Royal Air Force squadrons began operating from Greek airfields. Hitler concluded that the British presence jeopardized the security of southeastern Europe and could interfere with Operation Barbarossa, Germany's planned invasion of the Soviet Union. Therefore, he ordered preparations for an offensive to secure Greece and eliminate the British foothold. Hitler's concerns were compounded by developments in neighboring Yugoslavia. Germany pressured Yugoslavia to join the Tripartite Pact, but a sudden coup in March 1941 overthrew the pro-Axis government, prompting Hitler to order the invasion of Yugoslavia and incorporate it into his broader Balkan campaign. This meant that Greece and Yugoslavia would be targeted simultaneously in a massive, multi-front operation intended to secure absolute Axis control over the region. The invasion of Greece began on April 6, 1941, as German forces crossed the Bulgarian border into Greek Macedonia and Thrace. The Greek army was already exhausted after months of fighting in Albania, and many units were still deployed far from the new front. German troops advanced with overwhelming force, using blitzkrieg tactics, fast-moving armored divisions, precise coordination between ground and air units, and rapid strikes designed to break enemy lines. One of the most formidable defensive positions in the Balkans was the Metaxas Line, a chain of Greek fortresses inspired by the French Maginot Line. These fortifications, built along the Bulgarian border, were manned by determined Greek defenders who resisted the German assault with extraordinary courage. Despite their efforts, German infantry and airborne troops eventually outmaneuvered the fortifications, bypassing strongpoints and attacking from the rear. Many Greek forts continued fighting even after receiving orders to surrender, a testament to the defenders' resolve. Meanwhile, British and Commonwealth forces attempted to form a defensive line across northern Greece, but found themselves overwhelmed by the speed and coordination of the German advance. German panzer divisions pushed through the Monastar Gap in Yugoslavia, outflanking Allied positions and forcing a rapid withdrawal. The Luftwaffe maintained air superiority, frequently bombing retreating columns and disrupting supply lines. The Allies now faced encirclement. By early April, the Greek front had collapsed. Allied forces organized a series of withdrawals towards southern Greece, attempting to evacuate troops by sea. Cities such as Thessaloniki fell quickly, and German troops captured strategic mountain passes, including the famous Klidi Pass, after intense fighting. The German advance continued southward, and on April 27, 1941, German forces entered Athens. The Acropolis, symbol of Greek civilization, soon saw a Nazi flag raised above it, one of the most iconic and heartbreaking images of the war. While mainland Greece fell swiftly, the battle continued on the island of Crete. From May 20th to June 1st, 1941, German paratroopers launched Operation Mercury, the first major airborne invasion in military history. The Battle of Crete was fierce, as Allied troops and local Greek civilians put up ferocious resistance. German forces suffered heavy casualties, especially among elite paratrooper units. Despite the losses, Germany eventually secured victory and captured the island, but the cost caused Hitler to forbid large-scale airborne operations for the remainder of the war. The occupation of Greece led to severe consequences. Germany, Italy, and Bulgaria divided the country into occupation zones. The Greek population endured famine, economic collapse, forced labor, and widespread brutality. Yet resistance movements soon emerged, including the National Liberation Front and its military wing, the ELS, which conducted sabotage missions, guerrilla attacks, and intelligence operations that aided the Allied war effort. Germany's invasion of Greece delayed Operation Barbarossa by several crucial weeks. Historians continue to debate whether this delay contributed to the German failure to capture Moscow before winter. Regardless, the Balkan campaign forced Germany to divert troops, resources, and time, factors that influenced the broader trajectory of the war. In summary, the 1941 invasion of Greece was far more than a simple military operation. It was a turning point shaped by political miscalculations, strategic necessity, and fierce resistance. The campaign exposed weaknesses within the Axis alliance, showcased Greek heroism, and set the stage for one of the most tragic yet inspiring chapters of World War II. The legacy of the invasion continues to resonate in Greek memory, symbolizing both suffering and defiance.